Okay, hello first year lit students. Yesterday I spent some time with block 5 and I went through under the visualizer, just like I'm doing now, what exactly should be in your 12th night folder. So I thought I'd make a very quick video to show for future reference or for anyone who missed the lesson. So we've got a folder checklist here with all of the information, and then it's divided into 5 sections. Now obviously these are advisory, and then you can put things into the sections that you want, but this should help you get started. So section 1 is admin, and as an absolute, oh hello camera, trying to focus, as an absolute minimum in admin, what I've got is the past exam questions that have been set so far. Now why this is helpful is it means that you know that Act 2 Scene 3 from line 125 to the end, you're not going to be asked that in the exam again. That's not going to come up. So you can pencil through that. So you can do that for all the sections. Okay, so you've got your exam questions. Obviously they're going to be useful to help with your revision. Here we've got a mark scheme. As you can see, it's pretty scant, so it's just open for interpretation. And I think, yeah, that's what we've got in admin so far, and then that might start to get filled up with actual kind of exam dates. Next up, we've got our scene studies. Now that means however your teacher has gone through the scenes, and it might be that you've used the actual printouts that I've done, or you might not, it doesn't matter. But in here, have you got detailed notes on all of the scenes and the sections of the scenes? First up is this information about the different characters. That just helps you understand the different households they're in. Again, so this folder's always in room 306. And you can pick up the spares from there if you don't want to print them out. Something printed out here about the genre and whether it's a comedy or not. I mean, officially it is. We're not always laughing. And then these are the scene studies. Now the thing about these scene studies, it's no good having them in like this blank. You kind of got to fill those in, right? So this is where you put in the meaning of the words. The AO2, I want you analysing that for the literary features. I want you saying here, if music be the food of love, play on. So we've got that motif of excess. We've got that motif of consumption. We've got the motif of music. If you don't know what the word surfeiting is, that doesn't make any sense. Also got that motif of sickness or disease. So those are all your scene summaries that go in there. Some students like to put their additional notes from that they've made in lessons in there, and that's absolutely fine. What have we got next? AO5 notes. Now we've just started 12th night, so you might not have many of these, but we're coming up to Act 2 Scene 1, which means you'll be listening to a lecture from Emma Smith from Oxford Uni. The notes, the Cornell notes that you make, go here. So do notes from watching the productions. So far, these are some notes that I modelled in class about what you might want to say about watching the production of Act 1, Scene 5, different interpretations. And we actually used some interpretations here from the notes in the Arden, where we learned that John Barton in 1969 had a willow cabin dominate the set. And we started to think about why. So there's some notes there. Next section, assessment and feedback. Very important. So you might have this purple sheet that lets you fill in where you're at. Obviously, there's not just going to be 12th night in here. You might want to move that around. Really important here is that you print off from Google Docs the essays that you've handed in and had feedback on. You go to File, you download them as a Word document so that they contain the annotations. And here what we've also got is an exemplar essay. So again, that will build up over time. You'll have more exemplars and you'll have different scaffolded essays. And finally, the good old miscellaneous. all the stuff we're not sure where to put. Come on, focus. Focus. There we are. So what have I got in mine? That's where I'm going to put my Masalit worksheets and anything else that I'm working on. So I hope that's helped. A nice little guide, 5 minutes. And like I said, this folder can always be found in room 306.